I'd say two factors. Actually being able to work in such an open, varied environment. So if you look at Tesla's robot, Optimus, it's designed to work in a factory. That factory can have standardized lighting, it can have a layout that you know, it can have a layout that you can control, and actually you can roughly know exactly what's going on. And remember, it still needs careful training to work in that environment. Now put it into a crazy home environment with pets, kids running around, stuff everywhere, toys on the floor and everything else. Substantially harder environment to work in before you even then try and do a task in that environment where you have to find random things. Just take one example, doing the dishes. I have no idea off the top of my head how many designs of taps there are in the UK, but I am willing to bet there are a lot. From combi taps, mixer taps, different shapes, different sizes, different function, different form. In certain places, the taps are switched on sides, so hot and cold are switched round if you've got separate taps. So again, the complexity that's there, that's in the environment, is massive. And you're just going, well, we're just going to drop a robot in and have it work perfectly first time.
Yeah, and even thinking as well, like if you have a robot and you're like, oh, can you go around the house and clean up all the dirty dishes, for example? Then you've got to look at each. It's got to analyze each of the dishes and decide, is this dirty or is this clean? It's got to figure it out almost.
Exactly. So the world, I say this a lot, the world is a messy place. That's why we'll see robots in manufacturing first, because it's a very carefully controlled environment and you can control it perfectly because effectively it's closed. As soon as you go into a home environment, it's very varied, it's very open, it's very difficult to actually manage, and a lot of unexpected things can happen. And that comes into the second part of my second problem, which is safety. How do you prove if you're doing the washing that the robot hasn't put the cat in the washing machine?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
that's a silly example, but how do you prove it hasn't put a baby in the washing
that's a
machine?
good
How
point.
do you prove that it hasn't done this, it hasn't done that? Oh, it's carrying a knife round. Oh, great. What happens if it falls over? You can engineer a lot of difficult scenarios very, very quickly and very, very easily. And actually, they're quite normal because when I empty the dishwasher, I take the knives out and put them in the drawer. Subconsciously, I'm checking that there's nothing in my way before I put the knife in the drawer. Does a robot do that? Well, it's going to need to.